Kidney transplantation is a surgical procedure which is done to treat a person who is suffering from renal failure. So in that person, the kidneys are no longer functioning properly. So this is a procedure in which a healthy kidney is received from a donor. The donor can be a living donor or a deceased donor. Or dead donor. So if it is received from a dead donor, you call it as a cadaveric kidney. Cadaver means dead body. So it can either be from a living donor or from a cadaveric donor. So this transplanted kidney will take over the function of the damaged kidneys. So this is usually this surgical procedure is usually accepted by people who are at an end stage renal disease, and in them the kidneys are not able to function properly. They are not able to remove waste from their body, so there will be waste accumulation. So that is to be removed from the bloodstream, otherwise their life is in danger. So they have two options, either dialysis or a kidney transplantation so as to stay alive. But compared to dialysis, this kidney transplantation is preferred in certain cases. So what are these conditions that make kidney transplantation, or what are the factors which make kidney transplantation preferable over dialysis? We will see. So first thing is that there is lower risk of death in kidney transplantation compared to dialysis, because dialysis is to be continued as long as or to continue life, this dialysis is to be carried out. So, and this is a procedure which is required to be carried out twice or thrice a week, and to prolong life, this is to be continued throughout his or her life. So that is quite a laborious procedure for people who are at a lower age. So for them, transplantation is a better choice, and there will be better quality of life, because once the transplantation is done, and if he continues with the prescribed drugs, then he can avoid the repeated hospital visits for dialysis, etc. So it offers a better quality of life, and there is lower risk of death compared to dialysis. Then there are fewer restrictions of diet. But if the person is on dialysis, there will be a number of dietary restrictions. Restrictions in food will be there. But in kidney transplantation, the dietary restrictions are very few, and the treatment cost is also lower compared to lifelong dialysis. And another important thing is that even if two kidneys are non-functional in that person, only one kidney need to be transplanted. So only one donated kidney which is transplanted can take over the function of the two failed kidneys. So because of all these factors, or all these positive factors, this kidney transplantation is considered to be a better option than dialysis, especially for young patients. And as we already so the kidney donor can be living or dead, related or unrelated, but the thing is that the organs or the tissue should be matching. So that matching, otherwise compatibility, that is to be tested before transplantation. And usually 3 compatibility tests are done. The first one is blood typing, as usual as we do for a blood transfusion. So the ABO compatibility is first checked. A donor whose blood type, whether it is matching or is it compatible with that of the recipient, that is being checked. That is the first test. And second thing is tissue typing, in which a particular the matching of a particular protein is tested for, and the name of that protein is called as human leukocyte antigen, or HLA, which is expressed on the surface of our cells. So this is considered to be a marker which will determine our matching or our compatibility with that of other persons. So if it is matching, this is the most important factor to be noted during tissue typing before a kidney transplantation. So if the HLA antigens are of the matching or compatible types, then it is safe for a transplantation. And if they are of the matching type, there is more chance for the transplanted kidney to last in the patient's body for a long time. Now the third one is called as cross matching, in which certain other proteins in the blood are tested for. So for that, the donors as well as the recipient's blood are mixed in the laboratory to test the cross matching. And there can be two results, either negative result or positive result. If the results are negative, then transplantation is considered to be safer. If the results are positive, the transplantation is not positive. The transplantation is not recommended. But if they go for, if there is no other way, if the cross matching is positive, then they can even go for that kidney, but it is to be ensured that they take additional medical treatment before and after the transplant. Otherwise, there will be high risk of the recipient's immune system reacting to the donor organ, and it may get rejected from the body. That means the immune system will consider it to be a foreign body, and it will act against it. It will destroy the cells of the transplanted organ, finally making it unable to do its work, or finally making it non-functional. So these are the three matches, that is the blood typing, the tissue typing, and the cross match between certain blood proteins. And the negative cross match means they are matching or compatible, and the positive cross match means there is chance for the immune system to reject the transplanted kidney. The risk in kidney transplantation is transplant rejection, which is the process in which the immune system of the recipient attacks the transplanted organ or the tissue. So how can this be avoided? First thing is to accept the kidney from a matching donor. So the best matching donor is that person who is genetically most identical, that is the identical twin. So if an organ or a transplant is received from an identical twin, it is called as an isograft, which is obtained from a genetically related individual, genetically similar individual. Or another choice is, so identical twin, getting a graft from an identical twin is not possible for every person. Then another possibility is that from a sibling, because siblings come from the same parents, and so they will be having genetic similarity. Or any unrelated person who is having a tissue matching or tissue compatibility. So those grafts or those transplants which are received from another person who belongs to the same species is called as an allograft. So if it is received from identical twin, it is called an isograft, or suppose if it is received from another person, it is called as an allograft. Now the other method is, the other thing which is to be taken care is during transplantation as well as after transplantation, the patient is required to continue with immunosuppressive drugs. What are immunosuppressive drugs? Those are medicines which keep the immune system in a slightly lowered profile. Otherwise, the immune system is likely to attack the transplanted organ, because it is coming from a foreign, from another individual. So it is foreign for this immune system, and so to suppress the immune response against the transplanted organ, the patient is required to take immunosuppressive drugs during the transplantation procedure as well as after this. And those drugs which are given during transplantation are called as induction drugs, and those which are given after the procedure are called as maintenance drugs. So if all these things are taken into care, then it is always said that this kidney transplantation is a better option for a person having a renal failure when we compare it with hemodialysis.